Okay, well, we're talking about measurement here. So let me take a minute and explain what's going on. See this ruler? Well, you can see these marks here, and this is half of an inch right here. This is a quarter, this is an eighth, and this little mark is a 16th. So this measurement is in 16ths of an inch, whatever the measurement happens to be. If you subdivide one more time, then you have, this was 16ths of an inch, now you have 32nds of an inch. You see how fine that subdivision is. If we were going to subdivide one more time, we'd have 64ths of an inch. Well, with that said, let's change 1.392 inches to a fraction expressed in 64ths of an inch and find the error. So we'll take 1.392 and we'll multiply that by 1 in the form of 64 over 64. Now, when we carry out the multiplication, what we get is 89.088 over 64. But we want to express this to the nearest integer in the numerator, so that is going to approach 89 when we round down over 64 inches. Now the error is going to be the difference of these two. So the error is 89.088, and that's, all this is in inches, but I just write the units for the on the last statement. For 64 minus 89 over 64, and this difference equals 0.088 over 64, and those are inches. So the error is 88 thousandths over 64 inches. Our next task is to express 0.438 inches to the nearest 32nd of an inch. So we've got 0.438. And now we'll multiply that by 1 in the form of 32 over 32, and that's just multiplying by 1. So we can do that without violating this length. And the product of those turns out to be 14.016 over 32. Now we'll round that numerator to the nearest integer, and that becomes a 14 over 32, and that reduces to 7/16, so that's 7/16 of an inch. Good. Well, now we're going to convert 55 miles per hour to feet per second. We'll use dimensional analysis and unit multipliers. So we start off with 55 miles per hour, and we know there's, let's just get rid of the miles, convert them to feet. There's 5,280 feet in a mile. Now the miles divide out. And we've got feet. Now we'll convert hours to seconds. So there's 1 hour corresponds to 60 minutes, and 1 minute corresponds to 60 seconds. And let's see, the minutes divide out, the hours divide out, and now all we have to do is multiply across, and our product's going to be, when we multiply the numerator across and then divide by the product of the denominator, what we get is 80.7, and I rounded, feet per second. And we're done. Now we're going to convert 3.8 inches per second to feet per minute. So, dimensional analysis again, and unit multipliers, so 3.8 inches per second, and the unit multiplier relative to inches and feet is 12 inches in a foot. Now we've got the feet we want, the inches divide out, and the unit multiplier relative to seconds and minutes is 60 seconds in a minute. Now the seconds divide out, and we've got the units we want, feet and minutes. By the way, 12 goes into 60 5 times, and 5 times 3.8 is 19, and so that's 19 feet per minute. And we're done. Okay, we'll convert 75 grams to ounces, and if you look on page 305, you'll see there's a conversion chart there that we can use. So we've got 75 grams, and there's 200 and we've got to convert this to ounces. Okay, there's 28.35 grams per ounce, so we need grams in the denominator. 28.35 grams per ounce, 1 ounce. Now the grams will divide out, and when we carry out that division, we get 2.6, and this will round this up, 2.65 ounces. And there we have it. Now we'll convert 150 pounds to kilograms, and again, if you look on page 305, you'll see this conversion table. Anyhow, so we'll start with 150 pounds, and the unit multiplier is there's 1 pound per 0.4536 kilograms, and now the pounds divide out, and the product becomes 68.04 kilograms. And we're done. Now when it comes to direct measurement, that's a matter of reading instruments, pictures of which are in the direct measurement section, and I believe that's 5.4. And so please do the examples, and you can use the pictures and have practice at direct measurement. By the way, you should be doing all the examples for all the sections, and if you do that, you're going to be armed and dangerous. You'll know the material very well. So, that's done.